Are you familiar with the proportion of Congress that are gingers? Because I know we have a
Yes,
new
I actually
ginger.
am. I
Okay, great.
am because I did some great wall to wall congressional ginger representation coverage on election night that I'm really proud of.
Well, please. I mean, my understanding is just that we have a new ginger coming into the U.S. Senate who won a hard-fought primary, Congressman Jim Lankford of Oklahoma,
Uh huh.
um, and he's replacing Tom Coburn. But other than that, I
Correct.
can't think of many
So I interviewed Langford
okay,
for a Q&A for the Washington Examiner a couple months ago, and I asked him about this.
okay.
Um, I asked him, I forget what specifically. Oh, it was because Breitbart had this ginger jihadi story. So I had a gingers on my mind. I did not ask him for his take on the ginger jihadi story, but I did ask him about, redhead representation on the Hill. And he said that when he was in Congress, him and Joe Kennedy, Massachusetts Democrat, were the only two redheads in the House. And they were a caucus of two. But then now that he's gone to the Senate, apparently, Joe Kennedy is the only redhead in the House of Representatives, unless there's an incoming freshman who's a redhead,
Shame. That's
which
not
is
the face of
possible, but which I
America.
can't think of. It's
The
possible, but I
founders
can't think
did
of anyone.
not shape our government to have such disproportionate non-gingers. So what can
Well,
we so
listen,
what can we
although
take
it's
from
disproportionate in the House, however, in the Senate, Heidi Heitkamp is a
oh yeah.
ginger. She's
So
from North Dakota, and James Lankford.
can
So
we
that is 2% of the Senate, right?
mhm.
2% of the Senate is gingers. Let me see if I can figure out what percent of Americans are
So
gingers.
Heitkamp is part of the Democratic Nonpartisan League, which is she's a Democrat.
Yeah.
Um, Do Betsy, from your expertise on the ginger beat, is there any hope of any bipartisanship or backroom chattering through the ginger bridge?
I think it's possible. I mean, it sounds like Lankford and Joe Kennedy had sort of a friendly back and forth about it. You probably aren't going
I
to find two
mean,
members that are more ideologically at odds.
Heitkamp isn't the most liberal. Maybe they could. I don't know.
No, Heitkamp is super conservative.
Right?
Heitkamp is not liberal at all.
You never know. A lot of things.
Heitkamp is basically Mary Landrieu from the
Well,
frozen
she's
north.
gonna be Mary Landrieu soon because it looks like Landrieu's gonna be gone. Oh.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm Googling what percent of Americans are gingers. Nothing is immediately coming up. I'm searching redheads instead. Okay, apparently 4% of the world population are redheads. I can't, scrolling through the first page of Google, I'm obviously working really hard on this. I don't see what percent of Americans are. So, I don't know.
Bummer.
Um, I think
Uh,
it's safe to guess that gingers are underrepresented in the House,
is
but
there
possibly correctly represented in the Senate.
probably, maybe, I don't know. I mean, who knows? That
Yeah.
is one new thing that is one new fact about our new 114th Congress that I think
If
is
there were
not going
incoming freshmen who are gingers, though, I will update on our next episode.
to.
I'll issue correction.
Okay.
Also, on election night, I was at Scott Walker's victory party in Wisconsin, and Anna Marie Cox, who's a Daily Beast contributor, was there, and she is a ginger. And I asked her what she thought, as a member of the ginger community, about ginger's underrepresentation. And what she told me, on the record, that I included in our live blog, was that gingers are less likely to be in Congress because people can tell when we're lying.
Oh, I see. Oh, huh. Oh, I see.
I have nothing to add, but
Well, we know they're honest then, and we need more honest politicians,
no
Betsy.
kidding. It would be great if we had politicians who we could tell
Yeah,
who.
I think there's a total opening platform for them.
Good
Okay, one
point.
thing I do want to
Good
hit
point, Daniel.
on a